Welcome to the Silent Report. Tonight, we go where few dare to wander, into the frozen depths of the most mysterious continent on Earth, Antarctica. Beneath its endless sheets of ice, stretching for miles in every direction, lies a secret that governments, explorers, and even world powers have tried desperately to hide. A lost civilization, older than anything we know, buried in the silence of a continent that itself is shrouded in secrecy. The story you are about to hear may sound unbelievable at first, but the deeper we go, the more the pieces fit together. What if history as we know it is incomplete, and what if the real cradle of human civilization lies not in Mesopotamia, not in Egypt, but under the eternal ice of Antarctica? For centuries, Antarctica was thought to be nothing more than an endless desert of snow. A barren wasteland at the bottom of the world, home only to penguins and glaciers. Yet, ancient maps, whispers from explorers, and classified documents tell us something else, that Antarctica was once warm, fertile, and inhabited. Geological studies confirm that millions of years ago, Antarctica was covered in forests, rivers, and life. But what mainstream history avoids is the possibility that human civilizations may have thrived there long before the last ice age. Civilizations advanced enough to build monuments, cities, and perhaps even technologies beyond what we understand today. The most haunting clue lies in the ancient Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral. The map depicts parts of Antarctica not as an ice-covered landmass, but as a detailed coastline free of ice, showing rivers and mountains with uncanny accuracy. This was hundreds of years before Antarctica was even officially discovered. Historians have argued for decades about how such a map could exist. Where did Admiral Piri Reis obtain such knowledge? Did he have access to charts passed down from a forgotten civilization that once lived on a warm, habitable Antarctica? The mainstream answer is silence. But for those who dare to connect the dots, the map is a smoking gun. The deeper mystery begins with the accounts of early explorers. In 1946, Admiral Richard E. Byrd led Operation Highjump, the largest Antarctic expedition in history. Officially, the mission's purpose was to test equipment and establish research bases. Unofficially, Byrd commanded a fleet of 13 ships, 4,700 men, and advanced aircraft. Why would such military power be necessary for a scientific expedition? Reports from crew members suggest they encountered something extraordinary, perhaps even hostile. Byrd himself spoke cryptically in interviews, warning that the greatest threat to humanity could come from regions near the South Pole. But his words were quickly silenced, buried in classified archives. What did he see? Some say massive underground structures. Others whisper of ancient ruins. The most daring claim he witnessed evidence of a lost civilization still buried beneath the ice. Satellite imagery in modern times has revealed anomalies, geometric shapes, structures that resemble pyramids, and areas where the ice seems to conceal massive artificial formations. These so-called Antarctic pyramids have become a subject of controversy. Scientists dismiss them as natural mountains shaped by erosion. Yet their symmetry is uncanny, with sharp triangular faces rising from the snow like the monuments of Giza. Is it possible these are remnants of an ancient city, preserved under the weight of ice for thousands of years? If true, this would rewrite human history entirely. But what civilization could have lived there? The answers may lie in the myths and legends of cultures scattered across the world. Nearly every ancient culture speaks of a great flood, a cataclysm that wiped out advanced societies. Plato's account of Atlantis describes a powerful civilization destroyed in a single day and night of catastrophe, vanishing beneath the ocean. Could Atlantis and the lost Antarctic civilization be one and the same? Some researchers argue that when the Earth shifted at the end of the last ice age, tectonic upheavals and sudden climate changes froze the continent in place, burying its cities under ice almost instantly. Survivors may have fled to other parts of the world, seeding the rise of Egyptian, Sumerian, and Mesoamerican cultures with their knowledge of architecture, astronomy, and mathematics. Even the legends of ancient South America tell stories of white-skinned, bearded gods who arrived from across the sea, bringing wisdom and technology. The Incas spoke of Viracocha, a mysterious figure who taught them engineering and agriculture before vanishing into the ocean. Is it coincidence that Antarctica lies directly south across the sea from these civilizations? Or is it a fragment of collective memory, tales of refugees from a doomed Antarctic homeland? Scientific studies have revealed more fuel for the fire. Beneath Antarctica's ice lies Lake Vostok, one of the largest subglacial lakes in the world, sealed away for millions of years. When Russian scientists drilled into it, they discovered strange microbes, unlike anything on the surface. Some even suggest entire ecosystems may exist there, hidden from time. What if not just microbes, but remnants of advanced life, artifacts, structures, or even evidence of civilizations, are preserved in such subglacial sanctuaries? The ice, after all, is a perfect time capsule. Governments seem to know more than they admit. Antarctica is the only continent where nations signed a treaty banning military activity and mining, restricting access only to scientific research. While it is portrayed as a gesture of environmental protection, skeptics question why superpowers would agree to leave such a vast land untouched, especially during the Cold War when every resource mattered. What if the real reason is not environmental concern, but the preservation of secrets too dangerous for the world to know? Whistleblowers and leaked testimonies have added to the enigma. Former military personnel have spoken anonymously of vast underground tunnels beneath the ice, allegedly carved by machines of unknown origin. Some describe ruins with carvings, symbols, and technology that cannot be explained. One chilling account describes massive structures discovered during the 1980s by a joint US and Soviet operation, immediately classified and erased from records. The people who speak out are often discredited, silenced, or worse. Yet their stories echo the same themes: something ancient, something powerful, lies beneath the Antarctic ice. Mainstream science acknowledges that Antarctica was once green, lush, and possibly habitable for humans. In 2017, scientists announced the discovery of fossilized plants and even traces of tropical rainforests beneath the ice. How much longer before the world admits what these discoveries imply? If plants thrive there, why not people? Why not civilizations? Yet every discovery is carefully filtered before reaching the public. Every anomaly is explained away, as if someone is afraid of the truth emerging too quickly. Consider the geopolitical tension. In recent years, nations like the United States, Russia, and even China have increased their presence in Antarctica. Research bases are multiplying, yet the findings rarely make headlines. Satellite images are frequently censored, blurred, or missing entirely from regions suspected of holding anomalies. What are they hiding? Could it be that powerful nations are racing to uncover and perhaps weaponize the secrets of an ancient Antarctic civilization? If so, it would explain the silence, the secrecy, and the treaties that lock the continent down tighter than any vault. There are whispers of advanced technology buried beneath the ice. Some researchers claim remnants of energy systems or machines capable of immense power could lie hidden, waiting to be uncovered. If a civilization advanced enough to map Antarctica without ice once thrived there, what else were they capable of? Perhaps the legends of flying machines, of gods descending from the skies, are echoes of technologies lost to time. If these technologies were rediscovered today, in the hands of governments or corporations, the world as we know it would change overnight. The thought is terrifying. Imagine the sudden revelation that humanity's history is incomplete, that the rise of modern civilization is just a small chapter in a much older story. The monuments of Egypt, the ruins of South America, the myths of Atlantis, they all may be fragments of a forgotten Antarctic legacy. And yet, instead of sharing this knowledge, those in power may choose to hoard it, to control it, to weaponize it. As we push deeper into the 21st century, the ice continues to melt at alarming rates. Climate change may soon reveal what has been hidden for millennia. Glaciers are retreating, exposing mountain ranges and valleys unseen in human memory. What secrets will emerge as the ice gives way? Will we finally see the ruins of lost cities, the pyramids of Antarctica, or will governments scramble to cover them up once again? Perhaps the greatest revelation in human history is about to surface, and perhaps the world is not ready for it. But the question remains, who were they? If a civilization did thrive in Antarctica, who were its people? Were they human, like us, or something older, something different? Some theorists argue they were an advanced branch of humanity, wiped out in a cataclysm. Others suggest extraterrestrial intervention, a colony established by beings not of this earth. The truth may be stranger than either theory. What if they were both? Humans uplifted by contact with a higher intelligence, only to be swallowed by ice and time. The silence of Antarctica is not empty. It is a silence that guards secrets too vast for ordinary history books, secrets that gnaw at the edge of our understanding. The pyramids, the maps, the ruins, the whispers of explorers, all converge on one chilling conclusion: Antarctica is not just a continent. It is a graveyard of worlds forgotten, a vault of humanity's lost past, and perhaps the key to its future. As you listen to these words, remember that much of what we know is filtered, controlled, and shaped. The deeper truths are not taught in schools or broadcast on the evening news. They survive only in fragments, in the stories of explorers, in suppressed documents, in myths passed down for centuries. The lost civilization beneath Antarctica is more than just a conspiracy theory, it is a question that refuses to die. A question that could change everything if answered. And maybe that is why it remains hidden. Because the truth, once revealed, would shatter the foundations of history, religion, science, and power itself. Perhaps we are not meant to know, not yet. Or perhaps, the ice is waiting for the right moment to give up its dead, to let the world see what has been locked away for thousands of years. The next time you see a map of Antarctica, remember, it is not just ice. It is a tomb, a library, a secret world. And one day, when the silence finally breaks, humanity will have to face the shocking truth of what lies beneath. This has been the Silent Report. If you want more hidden history, more dark truths, and more secrets they never wanted you to know, stay with us, because the silence always hides more than it reveals. Until next time, keep your eyes open, and never stop questioning the shadows.